is going to be talking about why sugar is bad for you. Take it away. Amber.
Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Okay, you guys, so just a little recap. Last week we did digestive health. So I'm sure you guys all went home and examined the toilet and seen where you needed help with that. So that was pretty, I don't know, that was pretty good. Janelle does a really great job of sharing the digestive health and how we can make that better for ourselves and get better results with that. But tonight, you guys, we're going to talk about sugar. And it's really like an eye-opening subject because 80% of our foods contain sugar. So most of that comes from added sugar, but really, and then I'm going to go through like how the sugar affects your body. So just a few fun tips that I read about today is 1 can of soda a day dumps 6 cups of sugar a month into your body. And most people that are like pop drinkers or sugary beverage drinkers are drinking more than just that 1 can of soda a day. So that's pretty crazy to see. 53 gallons in a year of soft drinks people consume, which is a huge number. You know, you ask people to drink like 100 ounces of water a day, but it'll be, you know, that seems so difficult to do, but to drink 100 ounces of like sugary beverages a day is like no problem for most of America. The average American eats 25 teaspoons of sugar a day, and that equals out to be 100 grams of sugar. And I'll get into later about how many grams of sugar is like the average, but it's just crazy. 25 teaspoons a day. Just picture how much that really is. Lemonade sounds like a good healthy option, but really it contains just as much sugar as a can of pop would. And then think about an apple. So an apple has 15 grams of sugar, but that's like natural sugar that the apple already has because fruits do have sugar. If you turn that into applesauce, you can add another 15 grams of sugar to that because it's going to have added sugar to it. So, you know, when you're looking at thinking about applesauce as a healthy snack for you, make sure that it's like the unsweetened good applesauce versus sweetened applesauce. And then another fun fact is that sweet potatoes and carrots contain vitamin A, and that will help satisfy your sugar cravings. So that's pretty cool right there, because most of us, you know, carrots and sweet potatoes, those are part of our staples in our healthy, active lifestyles. And now I'm just going to share you guys how sugar affects the body. And when I was doing research, I was just amazed at like all the bad side effects. So people say that sugar is like one of the most toxic things that you can put into your body. When we ingest sugar, it goes right to the liver. So it goes through the mouth and then it's, excuse me, processed in the liver exactly like alcohol is processed. So over time, eating in excess of sugar, it leads to liver damage. And then the body isn't made to process the excess amount of sugar because like I said, 100 grams of sugar a day is definitely an excess in sugar, and that sugar gets metabolized and directly turns into fat. So that's definitely something that we're trying to avoid. And when you consume sugar and it metabolizes, it sends a trigger to your brain and it totally turns off your body's appetite control system. So eating sugar fails to stimulate your insulin, which in turn fails to suppress the hunger hormone, which fails to stimulate the satisfy hormone, causing you to eat more and develop insulin resistance. So this just kind of proves that sugar is definitely an addiction. It messes with the chemicals in your brain. It creates habituation and dependency, so to make you crave more. That's why nobody can eat like one Oreo. At least I can never eat one Oreo. I'm always going back, you know, for like the third or fourth Oreo because my body just wants that. It doesn't feel satisfied just eating one, and you just crave more. And so it's definitely has an addictive, like it's addictive quality to it. It also primary cause of obesity in America these days is sugar. So the sugar and added sugars to the food is what's causing, obesity. And I work at a gas station now, so I kind of see it like firsthand. Um, like I knew that, obesity rates were a problem in the United States, but until I actually witnessed people coming into the gas station like every single day, purchasing not just one energy drink, but 2 to 3 energy drinks, and then candy bars on top of it, and noticing how many of these people were overweight, and not just like a little bit overweight, like 10 pounds overweight. There's so severely overweight people that are, consuming all this extra sugar because it's just so convenient. So sugar is the primary cause of obesity. And then when we do consume a lot of sugar and it's processed as fat, it goes to their problem areas. So in the gut and in the butt, where everybody is trying to lose all that fat, that's where your sugar is being stored. So that's why we want to, stay away from the sugar. If you're looking at getting abs for summer, you definitely want to be counting how much sugar that you guys are intaking, because even like the sugar in fruits, although it's good sugar, it is still processed as bad sugar.
Showering in the morning?
Huh? Oh, okay. I thought somebody had a question. So when, if you are eating fruits that, because they still contain sugar, you're going to want to eat them earlier in the day so that your body has more time to work off that sugar. And then it also affects the appearance of skin. So you'll notice, if you do have some sugar, at least for me, my face starts breaking out. And then even days after I have sugar one day, and then a few days later, because my body is detoxifying that out of its system, I definitely break out. And then teeth decay. I know when I was growing up, I had a friend, she was always eating sugar, and before her adult teeth even grew in, her baby teeth were rotting just, from eating all that extra sugar. And then that just goes, to show that being more cautious of your sugar, like for adults is good, and for kids, just because imagine, if your child is getting like overstimulated with sugar or filling the body with sugar as well, what kind of long-term damage that has to do with your kids if you have kids. And then studies also show that the links over excess amounts of sugar, their chronic diseases, that sugar helps feed cancer cells. It can trigger onset of Alzheimer's, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, lipid problems, and heart disease. So clearly, it's definitely not a good thing to be eating sugar, especially when the average person eats about 100 grams of sugar a day, which the normal amount of sugar that you should be consuming is 25 grams. So write that down, because 25 grams is included in your like in your fruits as well. So if you're going to want to avoid like the processed food and the processed and refined carbs. So that's, how to do that. So next, now we're going to talk about how to manage your sugar intake. So there's 80% of foods have sugar in them, some added, some naturally, but there's over 60 different names of sugar. So I'm not going to sit here and like rattle off every single term for sugar, because, there's over 60 different names. But the biggest thing to manage your sugar intake is to read the nutrition labels. The less ingredients on your nutrition label is going to be the better quality food. It's going to have less additives. And then I always like to use like a frozen fruit analogy. So if you are going to the store and you want to buy, frozen strawberries, it might say 15 grams of sugar on the package, but if you read the nutrition label and it says strawberries plus something and something, then it has added sugar in it. But if you read the nutrition label and it says only strawberries, then that sugar is the sugar that you are going to get from just the strawberries, so no added sugar to that. And then another thing, you guys, about the nutrition labels. So from working at the gas station, they have these little like granola yogurt fruit cups And I walk around that store pretty much all night and just continuously read nutrition labels just to see, you know, because I'm always curious to know. But these yogurt, fruit, and granola cups have more sugar and calories than than eating like a regular sized candy bar. So we can hardly keep these things off the shelf because people think them as, you know, like healthy options, but in all reality, you might as well go buy a Snickers and, you know, have less calories and sugar from that. And then let's see. So another thing to look for is shopping 90% whole foods and less than 10% like of the other stuff, so processed and refined foods. And when I say like 10%, you know, because I'm sure all of you guys are really sticking to your program.
Yeah, you have to tell me what you want for it.
Not buying cookies and cake, but
I was going to
said
say
that they wiped it.
Okay.
Can you guys mute your lines if you're having side conversations? Thank you. Thank you.
thanks, Janelle. So 90%, when you're shopping, 90% whole foods and then 10% of the other stuff. Now, if you think about it, like ketchup, salad dressings, barbecue sauce, any of your condiments that you're going to be adding to your food all have an amount of sugar in them. So that's kind of what the 10% is, and then 90% more of like your meats and your vegetables. So that's where you should be spending the most money. Limit refined carbs and processed foods. I already said that. Sweeten your foods with yourself. So if you're buying yogurt, yogurt's a big one because you're gonna, when you get done off this call, just, you know, check your yogurt labels because a lot of flavored Greek yogurt has a ton of sugar in it, like maybe 20 grams of sugar. And if you get like the plain Greek yogurt, you can sweeten it yourselves with bananas, berries, cinnamon, vanilla extract, or raisins or dates. And you can even do that like for your unsweetened almond milk or something along those lines if you're eating that. But just, you know, making that extra little step is going to help you to lower your sugar intake. Fruit, enjoy like an apple or strawberries instead of your sugary desserts. And I know when I first started on Herbalife, it was, you know, I was like a sweet junkie. So I would take like strawberries and then I would powder some put powdered peanut butter over it. And then a little bit of the light Kool It because it has a little amount of sugar, but it's like sweet enough that I could, you know, handle it. So that was a little snack. And then drink water. So water instead of juices and lemonades is going to be a really good way because you're not going to want to drink your calories like you want to eat them in food. So you're not going to want to drink your calories. And Janelle, a little bit later, is going to give you guys some awesome products that Herbalife has and for you to flavor your water, keep it low calorie and low sugar amounts for you. So that's pretty awesome that Herbalife is always thinking in that line. And then picture how much sugar you're going to eat. So when you're reading the nutritional labels and it says that this item has 24 grams of sugar in it, know that for every 4 grams of sugar, it equals 1 teaspoon. So later on in the week in the Facebook group, we're going to have a coach do a live demonstration about sugar, and this 4 grams of sugar equals 1 teaspoon, and you guys are going to be shocked. If you've never seen this presentation before, it is like eye-opening to know like this much sugar, how much it, you know, like in a, just picture it in a bag, how much sugar is going to be in there. So I can't wait for that to happen to go live because it just really kind of opens your eyes. And after you see that, you're going to be looking at your nutritional labels, making sure that your sugar content is, you know, you're keeping it low, keeping it to that 25 grams of sugar a day, including your fruits and vegetables. So then with that being said, I just wanted to chat with you guys a little bit about meal prepping because, you know, like we're talking a little bit about the Greek yogurt. So it's week 4 already, so I'm sure most of you guys, if you are having the yogurt and the cheese as a snack, you're probably either getting sick of it by now, or your metabolism's on fire and it's not keeping you satisfied longer. So I just wanted to let you guys know like what I do for my meal prepping and how I have like the most successful week ever because it's definitely really important as you as you continue on, to make sure that you're definitely, I would suggest incorporating this. So I'm going to just tell you why. So it's cost efficient to meal prep. For me, when I do my shopping on Sundays for my 2 snacks a day, so it's called meal prep, but it's really snack prepping. I rarely ever spend over $20. So I make 10 snacks with that. 2 snacks 5 days a week, so that's 10 snacks, and I rarely spend over $20. So whoever says eating healthy is expensive, like, they're kind of lying, because eating out is like way more expensive. For instance, there's been a few times where I've not brought snacks to work, and I've ended up buying like a salad and different things to eat, and it's just a $6. So one of my snacks once was $6 versus 10 snacks for $20. So cost effective is definitely like my number one reason to meal prep. And then staying consistent. So when I prep those 10 meals on a Sunday, I know exactly what I'm eating every day. I know that I'm going to hit my protein numbers and stay under my calorie number. And then it said it doesn't get boring. So you can make up whatever you want to throughout, on the day that you're choosing to prep. You're not going to get bored with the string cheese and cottage cheese. And then just keeping it simple. I'll just go through just 2 snacks quick that I meal prep, and then in the group we'll just do the rest because we're kind of crunched for time. So my one favorite snack is a taco salad. So I'll take ground turkey and I'll season it with some homemade taco seasoning, and then I'll put vegetables and like kale and spinach, all packed up, 5 portions out. And then that's my snack that I know, because maybe I won't be able to get to a microwave. I can eat that cold. And then the next one of my favorite ones is egg whites. So I'll just, cook up a whole 5 servings worth of egg whites, add some vegetables in that, and then there's my second snack for the day. And like I said, I think Janelle already posted something about meal prepping, and it's super easy, and you can make it as simple or as complicated as you want it. But all you need to know is just have meat, veggies, and then your carbs, and portion it out for how your protein number for each snack to be for that day. So next, I would like to turn it over to Janelle, and she is going to explain or tell you guys about the awesome Herbalife products that you can start incorporating for extra water and a little energy and low sugar.
Hello, great job, Amber. Thanks so much. There's a lot of good information in there. I just screen shared with you guys, so I get the pleasure of doing a little preview of some comparisons of sugar. So we're going to talk about Herbalife products and what are some options for you guys. The reason being, you guys, I used to be a major yo-yo dieter and also college student. So I was using a lot of coffee and energy drinks to get through night shifts. His nails are so loud. Get through the night shifts at work and get through studying and stuff. So I have some experience with energy drinks. Well, that's weird. Somebody wrote on the screen. You guys see those 2 blue lines?
Yep.
Well, that's crazy. It's not, my computer's not broke, so okay, whatever. So we're going to talk a little bit about labels, and then I'll get into the energy drink stuff because we have some good options for you. Like Amber talked about, I didn't know what Amber was going to say tonight, but we have a little bit of the same information. Here's 2 comparisons of something you want to look at. So when you are reading a label, we've already taught you how to look at protein, and we've already taught you how to look at calories. So first thing is, make sure your items fit the rule. If it doesn't fit the rule, don't bother going any further. If you're in weight loss mode, you need to make sure that things fit the rule. So first of all, you wouldn't be drinking regular milk at all because you'd notice that it doesn't fit the rule. So that should already have been eliminated from your diet plan for this weight loss challenge. Now here's a great alternative is milk. If you still need to drink your milk, we love drinking Fairlife milk, and when it's on sale at the store, we stock up. It fits the rule 13 and 80, so it's actually way over. And it also only has 6 grams of sugar. So it's double the amount of sugar in regular milk, or it's less than double than what the other label is. So as Amber said before, you don't want to be drinking your calories to lose weight. So here's a great option for you if you like to have milk and cookies at night. You could have protein balls and this Fairlife milk. It's awesome. In fact, I just made cookies the other night, and having those cookies with this milk tastes great. Amber touched on this. We'll post in the Facebook group, but here's some names of hidden sugars. You could also screenshot this. But Amber also talked about that there's 4 spoonfuls of sugar per gram, or 4 grams per teaspoon. Correct. Yes.
Turn that off, please.
4 grams of sugar is 1 teaspoon. So if you look at 2 slices of bread, it's showing right there that that would be 4 grams of sugar. Okay, so you want to make sure you're watching that, because that's it's kind of a good analogy, and we'll do a demonstration this week. It's very simple, similar to what's shown on the screen here, is how much teaspoons of sugar are contained in each one of these drinks. So in comparison, know what you're drinking. Herbalife has a product here. I don't know if I'm screen sharing right now, so you can't see me holding this, but it comes in a canister. It's called H3O, or you can get sleeves. I love putting it in my tea because of flavoring, and also because of what the product has to offer. This is also something we give to our daughter. Instead of orange juice or any sort of juice, she drinks H3O. It has vitamins in it. It has stuff that she needs. And if you see in there, the leading competitor product like this is something more like sports drinks for athletes that are like a Gatorade or something. They're more sugar, they have high fructose sugar in it, and they have less of what our bodies need. And then here's another comparison chart to make it simple for you, putting labels side by side. A Lift Off is a product that Herbalife has that stimulates your energy. It comes in 4 flavors, and pomegranate berry mixes really well with cinnamon tea or raspberry tea. So you're going to get your energy from that, and then you're also going to get the mental clarity. This has B vitamins in it, B12, vitamin A, vitamin C, also great things for your body. And looking at the chart, the things that catch my eye is the carbs and the sugars. So comparing that to Monster drinks, Rockstars, Amp, all these things, you're already not having any sugar by having a Lift Off. So some of these products have other great things like the B6 and the B12 and the vitamin C, but they're going to provide you with too much sugar in your body. Amber touched on the beverage mix, or the Greek yogurt, and that's a huge thing. One of the great things to remind yourself is never buy yogurt that has a fruit bottom cup. That's like a hidden sugar. Okay, they have the same counter. I took this picture from Google, but they have the same countertop as us, it looks like. That's funny. So the great option Amber talked a little bit about, and I know I keep saying that, but I hope you guys understand these are great points to take notes on. Get the plain Greek yogurt. It's also cheaper, and you can put it in your own containers, beverage mix, or any sort of Herbalife product that you have, like the Formula One. I like the Dolce one, caramel. You can mix that in regular yogurt and use that as a fruit dip, or you can use it as just eating your yogurt as a snack. The reason I posted the picture of the beverage mix here is it's something that Herbalife has that has 0 sugar. So again, snacks that are low in sugar, and sugar is stored in your abdominal section. So cutting sugar out of your intake during the day is going to help you get a better ab section, a better lose weight in your belly. And I am going to, did you hear back from her? Oh. And then that's what I have for you guys tonight, your product comparison and label comparisons. I'm going to pass the call over to Brenda, and she is going to be interviewing a candidate on the call tonight.
Thanks so much, Janelle. I have to say, I absolutely love berry pomegranate Lift Off. My favorite. If you haven't tried it, everybody order it up. So one of the things I have to do this evening is we have Megan Nelson, and in place we have Ulrich. Ready? This is it. This is your game. Bring it. Not over till it's over. Don't give up. Fighting. Anything can happen. We got a lot of weeks to go yet. So my motto. So tonight I have the privilege. Are you with us?
I can barely hear you, Mom.
Maybe take out your.
Your phone cuts in and out, Brenda.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it
I know.
better?
Now you're good. Don't move.
Just look at my big face, everybody. Okay. I have. What has been your favorite Herbalife product so far?
Probably the aloe and fiber.
What flavor of fiber?
I have the apple fiber and the cranberry aloe.
Okay. And what do you do with your apple fiber? Are you putting it into
I used to just mix the fiber and the aloe together in water and drink it, but now I've been trying to put the fiber in with my vanilla shake and then putting the aloe in my water.
Hello. Yummy, yum. Good for your digestive system. So, what kind of your to try list yet?
You're cutting out really bad. You asked what product I want to try?
Yes.
I really want to try the tea. I haven't tried the tea and I hear good things about it.
Okay. So speaking from experience with tea, looking for that boost of energy, it's great. It comes in many flavors: raspberry, peach, chai, lemon. Like that. What has been your favorite part of the challenge that has motivated the most?
The recipes have been awesome because that's always been something that I've been hard at, or like I have a hard time with. I think what helps motivate me is like if I get down and don't keep doing something and somebody posts their work for the day, it's kind of like, oh, now I have to do it. But and I have a wedding coming up, so money is motivation. And one of my favorite things about this challenge is I did not know that we were supposed to drink this much water. I used to wake up in the morning and before I went to work, I would go buy 2 Red Bulls and drink those. And now I've completely cut those out of my diet. I don't drink pop anymore. I don't even really drink juice. It's Bev mixed water and sparkling water, and I can tell that I'm hydrated and that I wasn't before, and I didn't realize it.
Awesome job, Danielle. So much interview this week.
All right, that's awesome, Brenda. Great job, Danielle. You're rocking it out. Love seeing it. So tonight I get to talk to you about the personal development part. So I'm gonna screen share here. All right. So tonight I'm going to talk about your mindset. So growth mindset versus fixed mindset. So right now I'm actually right in the middle of reading this book by Carol Dweck. She's a PhD. It's called Mindset, the New Psychology of Success. So it talks about your mindset on parenting, business, school, and relationships. But just a few things to yeah. I'm just having some opportunity here. Okay. So a growth mindset. A growth mindset is I believe that my character, personality, and intelligence can be developed. My true potential is unknown. Where in a fixed mindset, you believe your character, personality, potential, and intelligence are carved in stone and determined at birth. With desire, it's you push yourself with a growth mindset. You take risks, and you constantly learn new things. So you enjoy a challenge. Where in a fixed mindset, you look smart. You want to look smart in every situation, and you must never fail. So that's more of a fixed mindset. A growth mindset is, will it grow me? You like to overcome challenges. And fixed mindset is, will I succeed or fail? Will it make me look smart or intelligent? Or so that's you're more worried about what other people are thinking about you. So do you want to grow your mind, or are you more worried about what other people think? Setbacks with your attitude is a growth mindset. You know, attitudes with setbacks is, I failed, I learned from it, and you moved on. And you learn, so you know what, your next time you're going to try harder. Attitudes of setbacks for a fixed mindset is, I'm failure, I'm an idiot, I'm not going to try it again. So a growth mindset, you like to embrace challenges. I'm just going to go through the growth mindsets. Effort, believe that personal growth and learning require effort. Criticism, you learn from criticism and what it can do, where like in a fixed mindset, you ignore the criticism, like, and you take it the wrong way. Like, huh?
What are they going to be back in the weight loss?
I'm getting it. All right. So the success of others. For a growth mindset, other people are successful, you cheer them on. You learn from their success. Where in a fixed mindset, you feel more threatened. So kind of like this challenge, like you guys are challenging, like you want to beat each other. But you learn from the person like Danielle. She's doing great. So you take tips from her and you learn from her. Or where a fixed mindset is you feel threatened by her and want her to fail. So as a result, they achieve growth mindset, achieve higher levels of success, where if you have a fixed mindset, you plateau early and never try to get past that plateau. So you never really reach your potential. It's kind of like a Jim Rohn quote. The quote is, you're not a tree. You can grow as tall as you want. So like growth mindset, you want to grow, you want to do more, you want to learn more, you push yourself. Where a fixed mindset is, you only think you can do this much and think that's how it is and nothing can change. So some questions you can ask yourself is, instead of, I'm not good at this, you can ask yourself, what am I missing? I'm awesome at this. Instead, you can try, I'm on the right track. So say you didn't lose 2 pounds last week, maybe you only lost a half pound. So you're on the right track. Fixed mindset would be, I give up. A growth mindset, you're going to say something like, I'll use some of the strategies we learn. So you're learning something every week, as Janella and Amber talked about, and implement that. So that's why you're growing your mindset right now just from learning this. So maybe some of you are thinking, it's 3 weeks into the challenge. I'm not in the top 10. This is just too hard. Not true. You instead try thinking, this take some more time and effort. So that's a good one. A fixed mindset, you can be thinking, I can't make this any better. Where growth mindset, you can ask yourself, I can always improve, so I'll keep trying. Fixed mindset would be, I just can't do math. Where the 1 to 10 ratio comes in, it's just so hard to add up. Where I'm going to train my mind to do math. Because you can do anything you put your mind to. A fixed mindset, I made a mistake. A growth mindset would be, you learn from your mistakes, which helps you get better. Fixed mindset, I'll never be that smart. With a growth mindset, you can try thinking, I'm going to figure out how others do it. So basically, that's all you have to do. Figure out how others doing it with the weight loss challenge and do what they're doing. Another one for a fixed mindset is, it's good enough. So you hit your goal, you lost 5 pounds, or say you lost 1 pound last week. It's good enough. That's all I can do. Instead, try thinking, is it really my best work? So did you do the best you could last week? And tomorrow